Hello everyone, my name is NEGUSTITA and I'll be your tarot reader for the day. So, this is a collective reading. We'll see what the messages are once we get into it, of course. By the way, I make music if anyone's curious. Check out my shit below. If you want to be more invested in my life, what I have going on, feel free to follow my Instagram. I have multiple, but my personal account or my main account is Avasha_official, so check that out. But yeah, so let's just get into the reading because I already started to feel quite a few messages. I just was channeling a lot before I started the reading, but I wanted to start with there's a collective shift. So there's a shift going on in the collective right now, and this message is going to resonate for those of you who feel like you're meant for a leadership role. Maybe you don't feel confident, maybe you don't feel like you're, oh my god, hold up, I just realized that was like in the background, and I moved it from where I normally place it so that you guys wouldn't see it, but whoopsies. Anyways, 111, right? So some of you, maybe you don't feel like you're meant for leadership, who knows, but it definitely feels like if you're attracted to this channel or this message was for you, like if you felt like called to this reading, I just feel like you guys have a higher purpose here in life, like you have a mission, right? And this is a calling that most people do not receive, and even fewer answer if they do get the call, right? And I just want to say that there's a collective shift. People are collectively choosing better, okay? Because they're tired. They're tired of the same bullshit. They're tired of making the same mistakes. There's a collective of people that are sick of choosing the bad ending. And then they're making these decisions knowing that what they're choosing is like not aligned with their highest good, knowing that the outcome is going to lead them to an unhappy ending, and they're still choosing it, right? These are people that, like, collective, you might know what I'm talking about with 222 on the clock. You might have gotten into relationships. I want to say relationships, but there could be a specific relationship where you entered, you know, you enter a relationship or an interest in somebody, moving with your best interest, with their best interest, moving with God into this connection and knowing that you're what's best for this person in the present moment, and this person feeling that as well. Like they're like, yeah, this is like the best partner I've ever had. This is the best sex I've ever had. This is the most loving person I've ever been with. This is someone that's so incredibly good for me. And then they still don't choose you. All right, so I'm talking to a collective of people that, you know, you're like, what did I do wrong? Nothing. You cannot think of one thing that you did. I mean, of course, that doesn't mean you're not human, right? Of course, that doesn't mean that you aren't making mistakes. Of course, that doesn't mean you forget important dates. I'm just saying, like, maliciously. You did nothing maliciously wrong. Like, you've done nothing, like you've put up with a lot from this person or people, and they can't even give you grace for one mistake. 333, okay? I'm talking to a collective of people who have been held to a very high standard, right? Other people are allowed to slip up. Other people are allowed to make mistakes, but not you, okay? Confirmation. 345, and I got a notification, and I'm gonna start receiving that as confirmation. So, right, like you're just, you know, you're the type of person that, like, you've seen people make 3 times the worst mistake that you've ever made, but then when you make that same mistake, right, the entire, like, if you were famous, the entire country would be upset with you, okay? Like the whole world would be like hating you. But then if your fellow colleagues make the same mistake, no one really bats an eye. And by mistake, I really mean, like, sometimes it's conscious, sometimes it's unconscious. It's mostly like something like, what I'm really talking about is, like, let's say sometimes you forget to turn the light off. Or hold on. Not the light. So let's say sometimes you forget to turn the oven on before you make pizza for your family, 4 for 4 on the clock. Or it's a random thing, but just hear me out. So let's say, you know, 45, 6 on the clock as well. So another confirmation. So let's say like, you know, sometimes you cook dinner for your family and they're like really hungry and impatient when it's your turn, but then when it's your brother's turn, like nobody really cares, right? Like they'll let him take his time. But then when it's your turn to cook, everyone's like, we're hungry now. We want to eat right fucking now. Like get on with it. Hurry up. And you're like, okay, gee, damn. Like, sorry, I was busy like doing shit, but okay, fine. I'll hurry up and then I'll come downstairs and I'll go cook for everybody. And then like you forget to preheat the oven, and then when it's time for you to put in the pizza, you forgot to preheat the oven. So now like preheat the oven, so now you gotta wait an extra 10 minutes for it to heat up, and then you put it in, right? A mistake you've seen your brother make, or in this scenario it's your brother, right? It just kind of making it up, like a mistake you've seen your brother make like hundreds of times, but then when you do it, everyone's fucking pissed with you. Everyone's like, damn, like this is why we can't, that's why we're always so hangry around you, or why we can't have good food in this house, or 555, I also saw 551, like just shit like that. And you're like, guys, like what is this? Like why am I being held to a standard that other people are not held to? Like other people are allowed to make mistakes, other people are allowed to fuck up, but when I do it, it's like everybody's got an issue with it. Like everybody mad at me, like everybody's blaming and pitting shit on me. Like what did I do other than just be a kid, be a girl, be a person, be a man, like, you know, or whatever, right? And I suspect the reason why you've been coming across this issue is because you were destined for a life of, obviously I want to say gratitude, right? You're destined to be a grateful person. You're destined to be in other people's lives and they're grateful to have you. That was the first word that popped in my head, is you're destined for a life of gratitude, but you're also destined for a life of grandeur. You were never meant to be on the small stage. That's why when you audition for small plays, you never got the fucking role, because God knew you deserved better. That's when, like, when you've offered your service, like, let's say some of you want to be a musician or a singer. Let's go with painter. Let's say some of you want to become a painter, right? And you've known that this is your thing, and you knew for a while now that you're meant to do this, and you have a genuine talent, and it's been recognized, but not by many, just a few. But these people who've recognized you, they have an actual eye for art, right? And you're wondering, like, why is it that even when I sell my services cheap, I sell myself short, and I hand my like, you know, it's like, why can't these, like, it's like, let's say there's an art gallery, and this is an art gallery for local artists, small gathering of people, and you submit your art and they reject it, and you're like, well, what the fuck, why would they, you know? But then they allow like bullshit ass fucking people, you know what I mean? Like they see art, like you walk around this exhibit and you're like, none of these people can paint better than me, none of these people have a better artistry than I do. And it's not you being cocky, it's just an observation, okay? Like you've removed your ego out of the situation. You're not looking at this in terms of like, I'm better than you. You're just like, oh, like the quality of art is less than the art that I submitted, but yet they didn't take my artwork. Why? Babe, that is because this space, this area, this thing, it's too small for you. And I know there's public opinion about this. There's a public opinion that you should start wherever you can start, okay? That you should get your art out there, even if it's on a small scale, even if it's just for 5 or 4 people, right? Here's the thing though. You were not created for 5 or 4 people to look at your art. And this is what people don't understand about God's timing. Everyone, yes, there's a level of you should take accountability. Yes, there's a level of you should initiate, like you should take the first fucking step. But what I feel like we're all failing to grasp as a collective is God is real, and God is playing a role. God has decided when you're gonna blow up, when you're gonna glow up, when your art is going to be at a gallery. It's just not this one. This is not the one that he's chosen for you. That doesn't mean it's bad or anything like that. There could just be something there that's not for you. Or maybe there's an experience you would have if you had done that you wouldn't have grown from, but it just would have made you worse for wear. Or whatever. Who knows? Honestly, the goal isn't even to suspect why. The goal is to accept it and to continue moving forward with positivity. Because a single no doesn't mean that you're not meant to be an artist. The no is you're not meant to display your art there, or this is not the place for you now, right? I feel like, especially for those of us who want to be artists, this is going to resonate the most, but I'm sure this applies however it's going to apply for your individual journey and your experience. But if you have had that experience of, you can't understand why when you make a mistake, everybody and their mama has something to say about it. But when it's like other people who make the same mistake, for some reason, that's fine. Right? 10:10 on the clock. I also saw 10:11 and 10:01. That is genuinely because you were not created for that small scale. Your art is too great. I feel like this doesn't really make sense to us because I think we're in such masculine energy all the time. We think that we're supposed to, another confirmation here, that you think we're supposed to always be doing. We think that we're supposed to always be trying and being out there, and if you're not putting it your all, then that means you suck. No, babe, that's how you get burnt out. I don't think you realize this. I feel like, again, this is another thing we seem to forget as a collective. And I'm not just talking about you and me watching this, or me, or the people who subscribe to my channel. I mean, like, the whole fucking world. I'm talking about billions of lives here. So people who have almost nothing in common other than the fact that we're all human and God's children, right? We are beings of nature, okay? We are beings of nature. And I genuinely challenge you to think of one fruit that is in bloom year-round, 24/7. No. Maybe oranges they're year-round, okay, but most fruit, especially the ones that are delicious, like the ones that we come back to time and time again. Oranges are delicious too, right? But I feel like what makes something really valuable is also its availability. You can't buy some fruit year-round, like jackfruit or something, right? Or pomegranates. Like, there are, I work in a grocery store, so honestly you can find a lot, but a lot of those fruits are from like last year's stock, last year's like season, not current. And you can taste the fucking difference. You can taste when strawberries are in season versus when they're not in season. There's a noticeable difference. Either way, okay, these, I feel like what we can learn from this, like from what we can learn from nature, is there's a time and a place. A plant trying to bloom in the middle of winter is stupid for that plant's growth, right? It doesn't even make sense, and it's biologically out of their syncs, out of clock. And then same way, just like these plants are on the timing of the year, the season, we are also on God's timing. You're not ready to bloom yet. That could be a reason, right? And if you were to push yourself and to create art even when it's not time for you yet, you may very well find that it's not going to be to your liking. It's not going to resonate with your soul because maybe you haven't had the experiences you need yet to make the music or the artwork or the whatever, right? That is going to give you the fame, the nobility, and the notoriety that you deserve. That doesn't mean you need to stop trying, but I feel like a lot of us, like, I feel like there's a spirit of giving up for some of us in the collective, and the spirit is, well, I've tried so far and it hasn't worked out, I'm just gonna give up. No, babe. I think that it's a time for you to take a break because you're reaching your burnout point, 1333. And I don't think you realize this, but there are dark energies that need you to give up on your dreams so they can feed off of you, because they desire you giving into your fear bases. They desire you giving into, I don't really subscribe to that notion of thinking, but I also just I sense that, just like how you've met spiteful, bitter people and angels exist, right? There's angels that are guiding high vibrational people towards their path. I'm sure there is something dark guiding those people and guiding them to do and act the way that they are. Everything exists on a spectrum. There's polarity, right? If there's a God, then there's a devil, right? So point is, as a collective, this 7.5 billion of us alive, I feel like as a collective we're starting to get sick of playing the same old games and winning the same stupid prizes. I think that as a collective, people are tired of just being stupid, acting stupid, and winning stupid prizes. All right, 1444. I also saw 1333. So with that being said, let's get into the cards, because I'm done yapping. And you know, we got the 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna shuffle it one more time, just one more time. Let's see what the messages are that are aligned with our higher timeline. Spirit, please know low vibrational trickster spirits, and dear Lord, let there be no exes. I hate channeling that kind of energy. I genuinely do, but maybe some of you here are present for that energy. I don't know. I see the sorry, another message. I need to stop looking at it like that. But okay, we got the 10 of wands here in the reverse. So that kind of flipped up. I'm deciding I'm not going to take it, but we'll see if it comes in. But that resonates with what I was talking about. This, people are ready to give up on being petty, or just that energy of holding on to toxicity. People are done playing stupid games because they're done receiving stupid prizes. Okay, people are done. Like, and I do strongly suspect that there is somebody here in your energy that you have walked away from with the 8 of cups here. I'm gonna take all the cards, I think, in the upright position. Yeah. There's somebody here that you have chosen to walk away from, or that they chose to walk away from you. Yeah, with the Lovers card, that is, at this point, they are done. And it's a collective shift, okay? It's collectively, there are people, right, who, especially people who have dealt with you in the past, because I do feel like there's a heavy, strong presence here of remorse. That's the main essence of this energy, is like there are remorseful people out there who feel like they have truly done themselves no favors by walking away from you, and then in fact it just sort of jump started them into their path of karma. Yeah, these people are feeling like all they've done since walking away from you is be depressed, anxious, very, very regretful. Like they feel like they have been regressing in life. Meanwhile, with the Death card here, they feel like they have been regressing in life. These people feel like they have not been benefiting whatsoever from this separation, but you have. Okay, I see the Page of Swords here. Yeah, with the Page of Pentacles, it looks like your energy from the outside looking in, it looks like you have a lot of prospects. So people are looking at you like new shit is happening to you all the time. Maybe you're not a CEO yet. Maybe you're not a famous singer yet. Maybe you're not a famous painter or an artist of the way that you want to be, but these people are looking at you like, damn, like you have the potential. Like, damn, like maybe it's not there yet, but it's coming. And they can tell. These people can tell that you're about to hit some sort of windfall. Some kind of, you're like, your energy is like on the verge. It's almost like it's inevitable. Like that's how these people are looking at you. They're looking at you like, that's what I walked away from. I walked away from success, a stable relationship, a stable career, a stable friend, right? These people are looking at you like, I gave up on a friendship that could have led to millions of dollars for me one day in the future if I just stuck to it, if I kept giving to it, if I was nurturing towards it. And that's where they like have to be honest with themselves. With the 5 of Wands and the Death card, you know, I do feel like there is a number of people interested in coming back to your life, because this definitely does feel like there are people. This is a reading about people who have walked away from you and they do want to come back. There's just a level of it. Some of them are malicious. Some of them actually do have good intentions. You need to discern between which is what. But I also, with the Empress here, you do have a discerning eye. And I do feel like you will be able to successfully guide yourself to, like, even if you did decide to invest in the wrong people, I feel like you'll find a way of keeping yourself afloat. But I do want to say, we got the Ace of Cups and the Emperor reverse. Listen, I think it's better to leave these people in the past than to give them a chance here. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think these people frankly deserve you in that sense, but I mean, if they were idiotic enough to walk away, or if they put you in a situation where you had to walk away from them, it's probably for the best. In my experience, people who are actually worth your time do the inner work when it's called of them, okay? In the present moment. So if they start to enter some sort of tiff with you, or they're arguing with you, or there's something going on, right? Then they'll step away and they'll do the inner work in the present moment. They're not going to be like fuck this bitch. I'm gonna go fuck other hoes, and then I'll come back to them when I'm good and ready. No, they'll never think like that. The people who are actually worth your time are gonna be like, I don't understand this person. Let me talk to them. Let me talk to them and figure out what's going on in their brain, figure out what's going on in their world. They're never gonna be like, I'll just ignore them until they finally give me what I want. No, I'm not. They're not gonna play any kind of childish games with you. Now, I do get the sense that there is one person that, in particular here with the Ace of Cups, yep, came out, that is ready to put down the childish games and approach you seriously. With the Star card, this person actually does want to heal something with you. And the Nine of Pentacles, this person, they could also just be looking at your finances too. Look at the Three of Pentacles in reverse. What about the Nine of Pentacles? It's the High Priestess. It feels like somebody actually wants to communicate with you something. It feels like they want to communicate to you that they were triggered when they saw your financial well-being. Yeah, heavy on that shit. Like this person, this is the Queen of Wands, and I think below is the King of Wands. So when you were interested in somebody started to act very strange out of nowhere, and you were like confused. You're like, why did they start acting like that? Like, what happened? What gives? This person didn't realize your financial success and independence until after they got into a connection with you. This person, it feels like they're very unstable here with the Hierophant, not the Hierophant, it's the Hangman in reverse card. This person was in a place where they felt like they couldn't really provide for themselves, and I think that they were really intimidated by you being able to provide for yourself. I think it was independence. Like they saw your level of independence and felt like they couldn't match it and decided they were gonna fuck off, basically. But I think this person did it in a very rude way. And it's more than that it's more than just that they felt like it's more than just like they were intimidated. They were actually like, I feel like this person like low-key hated you. Like this person like resented the fact that you were in a better financial position, and and it's something about here that you earned it. This person had, I think for the longest time, had a mentality here that was very toxic for them. This mentality is like, they two. There's 4 twos. Holy crap. Sorry guys, I'm just all of a sudden feeling really tired. But it's also like 10 p.m. Almost 10 p.m. Maybe it's 10 p.m. now. Yeah. And y'all, it's about time for me to go to bed, but whatever. I want to channel this message for you because it's important. This person like resented you. They resented you because you were something in their, like you proved something to them that they've known to be true, but secretly wished wasn't, or hated you for it being true. And what you proved to them is that the might of hard work will make up for whatever shortcomings they were presented in life. Okay, this person probably grew up around rich people, and they would look at them and hate them. They're like, oh, rich people fucking suck. Rich people have everything handed to them. Rich people have such easy lives and they're perfect or whatever, right? Like this person like thought like that or felt like that. Like this person put a gap in between them and others, and presented that gap with names like whatever, right? And also like to some extent, this is true, but it allowed them to excuse certain behaviors, right? Like this person felt like everybody who has a good life has had easier. They would look at people and be like, oh, that person, they look like they've had an easy life. I bet they've never gone through my experiences. I bet they've never had my hardships. Like I bet they're like, their life is so easy. And like, I don't know, it's like a very petty, very small thinking, very like, well, I don't know, it's like this person had a mentality of like, in order to have a good life or to make money or to be rich, you have to have been born with money. You have to have been born rich. So it allowed them to spend, like, they were like, well, since like I'm just a poor person, then that means I get to do whatever I want with my money. Like, I don't have to save it, you know, I don't have to do this. I don't, if that makes sense. Like, this person's like, whatever, like, I just need to look a certain way. It's just very, honestly, it's very convoluted. And it's multi-layered. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, there's just a lot to this energy. It's like this person just felt like they could get away, they allowed themselves to get away with shit because they were like, whatever, like, it's like, whatever, like, at least I'm not rich. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know. It's because this is really coming down to money here with the pentacles. But yeah, someone was just like, they saw you and your level of stability and how well you were able to support yourself. And this person also understood your background. They understood that you probably came from a less wealthier side of town. Like, maybe you grew up poorer than them, but you managed to make a way for yourself in this lifetime because of your responsibility, because of your ability to take accountability, right? Especially if you're a woman watching, you may have something called radical responsibility. You may exhibit something like that where you take responsibility for things that are out of your control, like the actions of others. Like, if someone's hurt you, you might have found a way to take accountability for that. And although that's helped you develop, it's also made this person feel inadequate. They are looking at you like you're a better man than they are. Okay, this person's looking at you like you're a provider, you're an actual provider, and you had less. Like, it's something about, like, you had less than them. You had less opportunities, less money, less financial or familiar support, right? This person may still have their parents help them pay bills. You don't, okay? Or if you do, it's very minimal. Like, it's almost like these people don't support, and because they are so, it's something about, like, this person, like, may still rely on familiar support. So even though they may not support their family, or they don't like the things, like, this person could be liberal and they're raised by, like, a conservative household, and even though everything about this household pisses them off because this is a very liberal person, they don't believe in the fundamental ideals that these people uphold, they still need their money, they still need support, so they put up with it, basically, and it makes them feel a certain way. But then they look at you, someone who could have had the same kind of upbringing where you're liberal in a conservative household, or whatever, the other way around, liberal in a liberal household and you're conservative, or whatever, right? Just however this applies to you. And this person's looking at you like, damn, like, I should, if I was really upset with my current circumstances, I would do what the collective did, and I would stand up for myself. And this person's looking at you like you're everything they need to work on. And this person just doesn't have good communication skills, and it feels like they never expressed this to you. And so there's a lot of mystery, doubt, and confusion around this person and their true intentions. With the Six of Swords, you've definitely been guided away from this connection here. You've definitely been guided away from this person. And it's not even that they may have actual bad intention for you, but their lack of accountability, lack of communication skills, these are huge things that you cannot form any kind of connection or healthy relationship on, like, unless you work on these. You can't form a healthy relationship without communication, and you can't form a long-lasting relationship without, no matter if it's platonic or romantic, okay? No matter if it's platonic or romantic, even if it's a familiar connection, you can't really build it if there's no accountability or communication. And this person lacks both. This person can't take accountability, and this person also lacks communication skills. So this person basically fumbled the connection. And it's not even that they really lack communication skills, but they lack the confrontation needed to communicate, right? This person may be able to express themselves and communicate well, but when it comes to confrontation, like, I don't know. And it just also, with the Seven of Swords here, two in the reverse, and the Five of Cups, I think that this person honestly wanted you to feel confused. They wanted you to feel doubt and insecure. Like, they wanted to act like they didn't know what they wanted in hopes that that would bring your ego down. But where they fucked up was assuming that you had a big ego, you know, assuming that you were a person that was ego oriented. Because if someone had done the same shit to them that they did to you, they would have gone insane. They would have gone insane. Okay. Yep, those cards came out. At the end of the day, this person, honestly, it just feels like they wanted to get back at you. This was a revenge plot line. Like, this person started acting weird out of nowhere, even though they seemed normal at first, because they wanted to hurt you because you hurt them, but without reflection and accountability and being able to communicate clearly. What this person should have done was communicate to you that they needed time and space away from you so that they can heal, because there's something coming up within them and they don't want to take it out on you, basically. But they didn't do that. They failed in doing that. And so instead of communicating that they need space and time, instead they just started playing games, and probably even did some other stuff that basically ruined the connection for you. Like, now you're like, I don't want this person, or I can't see them in the same light again. With the Five of Cups in reverse, definitely this person is, it kind of feels bitter. They're not really comfortable, but they're definitely learning to be okay with your guys' current relationship and that being nothing. Like, you guys are over, basically. Whether this was a friendship, a family dynamic, or a romantic relationship, this is a person that, even though they may still have genuine feelings for you and they may miss you and they may want to talk to you from time to time, I do feel like this person is learning to accept the fact that they kind of did it to themselves, you know, and I hope healing on their own. But definitely, yeah, this person just wanted, in their mind, they felt like it was fair. Like, they felt like it was only just that they got some kind of revenge on you, like that they, you know, made you feel as inadequate as they felt. But that's not what happened. All right, it seems like when this person left your life, yeah, this person was holding back, it feels like, to create some kind of illusion. But it feels like what they did instead was allow you opportunities outside of them. Like, it feels like since the time that, like, they've left, you've been more abundant, you've been looking more beautiful, more radiant. It feels like you've had more offers of love and romance. Even though this person has no way to confirm it, they know that you have been seeing other people. They know that you're interested in other people. They know that their absence has created space for you, and your absence has created space for despair. This person is pretty much like in a cycle of feeling regret and shame and just a lot of guilt here with the Chariot card in reverse. This person is really feeling like they're missing out. The Three of Wands. This person is thinking about what they are missing out on. This person feels like they have time now to sort of sit there and reflect. The Justice card here in the Fool in reverse. This person's karma really is just being stuck in their own head. So 32. We got the Moon card here in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. It feels like this person, when they knew you, they held a lot of back purposely. And it feels like what they held back was mostly emotion for you with the Three of Cups. I do feel like this person actually does want to create harmony with you, but at this time they do feel blocked from doing that. But it feels like what they held back was love. This person, when they met you, felt like they met the one. There's two cards to confirm this. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers came out early on in the reading. This person knows, like, it was like the moment they looked into your eyes, or the moment that, like, the two of you entered a connection with each other, they knew you were the one they wanted to end up with. And they held it back, and it does feel like it was for manipulative intent. Yeah, it feels like they did it because they were hoping that if they didn't tell you how they really felt, 33, that you would stick around wondering. Because they were like, if I felt this way, I bet the collective, who's a much more emotional person, they look more emotional than me, they express their emotions more than I do, I bet this person felt it too. I bet this person's just as interested in me. And that's where they went wrong. That's where they done fucked up. But yeah, no, I mean, so, and that's what they're realizing. They're realizing now, like, all that they really did was create confusion for themselves. Their lack of, like, consistency allowed you to get the ick. Like, it feels like all the confusion that they created only helped you move on faster. It feels like this person's karma is sort of just looking at themselves like, why did I do that? Why was I so foolish? Like, it feels like it's just going to get stronger and stronger, especially the more you excel in life, especially the further you go. You know, like, if you have a YouTube channel, it feels like you're going to one day have, like, a subscriber account of over 10,000 or 100,000. And this person's gonna be looking at you like, damn, like, I can't believe that's what I gave up. I gave up on stability. I gave up on success. I gave, like, you know, yeah. We have the Eight of Swords here and the Four of Swords. Yeah, this person is really just feeling trapped, feeling very stuck, very unhappy, very unsuccessful here with the Eight of Wands. This person is feeling like they didn't make the right choice and that they should have, like, they just feel unsuccessful with love. This person could be trying at this time to find partners, to find lovers, and they're not finding the kinds of people that they're looking for because they're looking for you. They're looking for someone like you. They're looking for a love like yours. It's really, like, it's sad. Honestly, it's sad. Like I was saying, guys. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Yeah. You know, this person really wanted to create illusions. They really wanted to it just feels like now they know what they should have done. This person feels like they should have asked for time. This person feels like they should have communicated better with you. Hey, I'm feeling really insecure. But they also knew, like, what they needed to do, and it was like take accountability and change, right? Like, okay, if I'm feeling insecure about this person being more financially independent than me, then I need to start working on being financially independent and doing the fucking work. And that's what I think has been this person's biggest struggle, because in the middle of all that, they also wanted to court and pursue you, like, you know, in an assigned role, like 36 on the clock. It feels like this person wanted, like, if this is a masculine and you're the feminine, it feels like this masculine wanted to treat you well. Like, they wanted to take you out on dates. They wanted to do things for you. They wanted to be a man in your life, right? And really show up for you, but they didn't have the means or the funds or the experience. It feels like this person, like, kind of just felt like they didn't have what it took to be a good partner for you. So they just sort of gave up on being a good partner for you and decided, like, instead of doing the inner work and instead of being real with you from the start and being like, hey, I'm gonna be real, like, you're a good person, you're, like, I know you're someone that deserves all my time and attention, like, I know you're someone I shouldn't fumble, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not in the right place to be with you in this way, even though I sense this potential, even though I know we both feel this way about each other. I just need to take time out and focus on myself and fix my finances and stuff like that. You know, could we be friends in the meanwhile? But what this person chose to do instead, right? This person, instead of, you know, coming clear in front to you like that, being honest with you, this person decided they were going to waste your time. This person decided that they were going to play games. This person decided that they were going to, you know, not respect you in that sense. Like, at the end of the day, this person only has themselves to blame for how things have played out in this connection. If they're unhappy, they know that, like, that's on them for not communicating their boundaries clear. That's on them for not being upfront and honest with you from the beginning. That's on them for not doing the inner work. That's on them for not respecting you and seeing you as the prize that you are from the start. Okay, guys, I was gonna pull some more cards from this deck, but instead I'm gonna actually switch to an oracle. Mainly this one. I changed my mind last second. I'm gonna pull from the Love Oracle deck. Okay, I hope the reading has been resonating so far. Okay, so this is a situation here where it feels like, you know, somebody is just feeling like they really missed out on this with you, and it's just gonna get more intense over time. I feel like overall the collective message here is that the world is changing for the better. People like this are one by one realizing individually that they need to stop playing stupid games so that they can win better prizes. Yeah. I mean, all I can say is it would take a lot for this person to make a switch, a change. Like, I'm talking about somebody who has been in toxic habits and cycles their entire life, and that's kind of their norm. That's what they're comfortable with. That's what they're used to, and it's familiar, so they want to stick to it. But what they're learning is the limitations of that, and that they miss out on people like you as a result. And this is someone that no longer wants to continue missing out in that way. So we got heartbroken here. We got deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving. If you ever feel like you're grieving over something but you can't figure out what it is, it may very well be this person's energy that you're sensing. Yeah, we got an engagement ring. Oh my god, y'all. Partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. What I want to tell you is, and this is resonating with the Four of Cups message that I got earlier in the deck, or the Four of, well, there's the Four of Cups, but there's also the Four of Pentacles. This person knew that they wanted to marry you. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, guys. It wasn't like the first moment they met you, but it was the moment they started to get to know you. This person in their heart space knew, like, they were certain you were the one that they were gonna marry. Do you understand what I'm saying? This person, in their deepest, corest root of who the fuck they are, told them that you were the one. They knew they wanted to marry you. That's why it's hitting them so fucking hard. The separation, this, lack of connection, this separation of union, right? It's hitting them because they know you're the one for them, and they haven't had that kind of feeling before. It feels like they have never. I mean, I just, what I'm picking up from the cards, the energy here is like this person has never felt this strongly that they've in the past, maybe they met people that they could have gotten in relationships where they were like, oh, maybe one day we'll get married, but this person knew they wanted you the moment they met. They knew you were the one for them, but then they didn't do the work. But then they didn't do the work to have you. But then they didn't commit to you. But then they didn't cherish you like they should have. And then, and this person could have even cheated on you, or it's just, maybe they didn't, but it's something about their energy was, they were set on hurting you. They were set on breaking you apart, even though they knew they wanted you like that. And that's why the separation was necessary, for your protection from this person. And this person has to take accountability for being the reason why for them to come back, they need to really look at themselves. Yeah, we got wedding rings here, and then heart with a key. Yeah. This person didn't, this is so funny, because this is how it came out, right? Heart with a key, and then we have wedding rings. This person didn't want to open their heart to you. This person didn't want to let you in. This person didn't want to be vulnerable with you, even though that's what they needed to do in order to move forward with you in this connection. 42. Instead, this person chose to push you out. This person chose to play games. I strongly sense this person wanted to get under your skin. They wanted to be childish. They wanted to play games with you, but it did not. It just, all that did for them was push you even further out of their energy. Right? And it feels like maybe in a past connection that would have worked. Like if them playing games would have made someone want them, like a person from their past, even more. So it feels like this person attracted a karmic shortly after dealing with you, who taught them that their way of approaching relationships is childish in nature. It's toxic, and that's why they attracted who they attracted. But whatever. So anyways, right, heart with a key here in the reverse. It just feels like it's so sad, but it's really sad because this person, hold on. This person feels like that's what they're missing out on. They feel like they're missing out on love. They feel like they've lost the love of their life. They feel like you were the right one for them that they messed with. Then we got Dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out. Things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. Cupid's arrow. Have faith. Love is coming. Surprise, intervention, or meeting. Maybe there's another round that you will have with this person, but this person seriously, and it's only going to happen once this person has seriously self-reflected here, because we got the girl with a snake, which is like a narcissist empath combo. This person and we got 44, so 44, 44, and then 44, 41. This person and you, it felt like you two were starting to align down a path of a very toxic, unhealthy relationship. 44, 55. Divine intervention saved the two of you, saved this person from entering a dark timeline with you, and you from them as well. My only advice for you, if you are thinking about welcoming this past person back, is to keep your boundaries. Do not allow this person to disrespect you, and make it very clear what you will tolerate and what you won't from this individual. So if you have boundaries around time, especially around communication, like if you're like, I want you to communicate with me within 24 hours. It doesn't mean you have to communicate on the spot, but like when you can communicate, it doesn't mean that you have to always give me your time. But like if there's if you need time, then communicate that with me. Ask for an additional 24 hours. But I want you to treat me like I'm more than just an option. I want you to treat me like somebody you respect and someone you want to keep in your life in the long run, okay? Because I don't tolerate this in this connection. I need more from this connection. I need more, etc., etc. Okay? Maybe we got photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia. This person misses you guys. And that's a big motivator for why they're coming back. It feels like they will be coming back because this person hasn't lost interest in you. Take a chance, risk, being strategic option. Yeah, this person is willing to gamble right now. Like, we got love call, sword and rose, clarity, truth. It's in the reverse, and we got mirror here, mirroring each other's self-image, relationship reflects everyone's introspection. So who knows with the masculine reverse and ascension? I don't know. I mean, they may very well have worked on themselves. All I'm asking is for you to please use your best judgment and discernment. Got healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Yeah, please use your best interest and keep your best interest at heart. Please use your discernment, and feel free to book a consultation or reading with me if you're curious about the situation, because this is juicy, I'm not gonna lie. But it just feels like this person is not ready to let you go, and it feels like your angels are, I can't say that they're guiding this individual towards you, but they are definitely guiding this person towards their highest timeline. And if this person was aligned with their highest good, with that timeline, then they would be aligned with you as well. This individual, it feels like they need to go seek like God, in my opinion, but it's more so like this person needs to end their toxic ways of being. They need to stop not respecting people's emotions, and to be more considerate of them in terms of like, how does their actions affect other people? It feels like that's where they really went wrong with you, and what's caused them so much pain is because they didn't think you had the will to walk away and stay away, because this person over-assumed their importance in your life because they caught feelings for you. This is definitely a situation where somebody is very much deeply in love with you, and it just feels like they projected. It feels like they were like, well, if I'm this interested in this person and I'm the man, they're probably 3 times as interested in me, and not because they're the female. Look how that turned out for them. Anyways, so yeah, definitely it does feel like this person, only accept this person if they are humble as fuck. And I'm talking about like, this person better be looking at you like you were sent by God, okay? Because you were. At the end of the day, you were, yeah. Honestly, I don't know how much I would trust this person. I'm gonna be real. The energy isn't necessarily awful, but it just feels like you could so do better, and this is not the best you'll ever do. I feel like use your discernment, and if you want to give this person a chance, fine, but do not let them sleep with you. Don't let this person in like that, but just watch them and watch what they do and see if their actions align with their words. If this person's like, oh yeah, like I work out in the mornings now, and then they're up at like 3 a.m. or some shit, I wouldn't trust this bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, if I just really watch them, look out for contradictions, look out for, you know, acting like they're saying they're this way, but then acting another way. Just watch out for that. And yeah, that's pretty much the reading for you guys. There's an ex that is thinking about coming back to you. It feels like the moral of the story is they feel like they've definitely made a big mistake by walking away, and they also feel like since walking away they haven't really been able to do better, and not even just in terms of dating, but just like in general, like life shit. Like they just feel like depressed without you. They feel like their world is getting dark and gray. But when if they are able to have access to your social media accounts, this person is seeing nothing but sunshine in your energy. It's almost like nothing has really affected you since you guys parted ways, and they're really feeling like they are feeling like the blunt of that right now. Like they're really feeling like, damn, like this person is about to glow up again, or they've grown up since the last time I saw them, and I haven't really changed at all. I'm still on my same bullshit. All right, so with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.